Charles, that was obviously a little bit of a wild final 30 seconds there. For Brandon to commit the turnover there with about 9 seconds left leads to the bucket, and then kind of how to found a way to put that behind him, go in and make the play. Just how impressed are you with just the way he was able to kind of put that behind him and just compartmentalize and do what he needed to do in the end there?
I love that he was able to make that game-winning play. It was like a cool moment to see it all come together, like you said, in terms of he turned it over in a crucial moment, and to find the composure and the poise and the confidence and the resilience to just battle back and continue to fight doesn't surprise me, though, because that's who Brandon Miller is. Like, his character and who he is about winning and building winning habits. And so with that type of guy and that type of mentality and mindset, he's going to really help this organization continue to build sustainable success. So, like, super proud of him, super proud of the whole team to keep fighting. And I thought that they really lifted each other up in a moment when it would have been easy to kind of just, like, hold your head and sulk about what had just happened on the previous play.
Cade Cunningham was getting whatever he wanted in the paint in that first quarter. Seems like you guys went to Josh Green and Cody a little bit to play defense on him. You had some help at the right time. Make sure that when he was making that move to the basket, you brought a good double. What was the adjustment you made on Cade, if anything?
Yeah, I thought that in the first half, first of all, like in our center field coverage, I thought our shifts were there. And, like, talked to the team about we're definitely shifting, but we have no activity. And so there was a couple clips, to your point, where Cunningham is dribbling, he's in the paint, and our guys are standing right next to him, and they're kind of just, like, opening up. And I thought in the second half we did a much better job of having the shift activity, the combination of both. And also, I think a little bit of the coverage has changed. And to your point, the primary defenders, Cody and Josh and Brandon and the multiple guys that we were able to throw at him, I think kind of wore him down too.
4 hours ago, you just walked in here and told us how you want to see the backcourt defenders or the backcourt players help out on the glass. To have Brandon make a swim move, get the game-winning layup there, what does that kind of do for you after you just told us that's what you were trying to see?
Yeah, credit to the staff. I think that they pointed out that, first, I think it was 4 games, we were one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the NBA. And the last 3 games, there's been a dip. And so they pointed that out to the team. And just like anything, like, you kind of talk to these guys and, like, you continue to educate them on certain things that you expect in the standards, and they respond. And that's where I freaking love them. And they did a great job, and Brandon in particular on that offensive rebounding play. But I also just want to point out we are undersized and undermanned a little bit right now, and we talked about defensive rebounding too. And we gave up, I believe, 1 offensive rebound to their bigs this evening, which shows just a collective effort and mindset to keep these guys off the glass.
Can you talk about Taj Gibson's spark that he brings you guys? You got him blocking shots, laying out to keep balls in bounds. Just 14 minutes of action tonight, but just talk about the spark he brings, especially in the absence of some of your bigs.
It's really cool to see Taj still at this point of his career out there impacting the game and impacting winning at such a high level. He wasn't in the rotation for the first couple regular season games, and the type of person that he is, the type of competitor that he is, he continued to stay ready. And he made all of our stay ready groups even better. He made our locker room even stronger with his vocal leadership and the lead by example that he would show up every day for his vitamins. And he had a pep in his step and a positivity in everything he did. And I feel like whenever you attack the day and have that mindset, it becomes contagious, number one, but it also helps prepare you to be ready for your opportunity. And so he's doing a heck of a job of taking care of his body and doing all the right things that he needs to do to be ready to play. Yeah, I think everyone is important for a young team, for a first-year coach. We're trying to establish some things here. So any type of win, any type of momentum that you can continue to build is great. But the thing that we're going to continue to focus on is our process on every possession. So when we come in tomorrow, we still want to watch some film, and we want to continue to learn and just keep getting better. Not relax, not be satisfied. And it is a really good win. But it's also just something that's the next part of our step in our journey of the season.
Out of halftime, Miles Bridges got back door for a lob dunk. looked like a similar play was ran for him in the fourth quarter. Can you kind of talk us through calling a play like that for Miles, his ability to throw down lobs like that, and then just what you saw from him as a whole tonight? You talked pregame about the leap that you're expecting him to make offensively, and I mean tonight we saw it.
Yeah. Well, first, I don't like you telling all of our ATOs right now, so now I got to come up with some new ones. But the idea is just to try to find moments where we can continue to keep him involved in the offense. I think with our new running habits, at times, we can run a point action or a small action, or it's a pick and roll for one of the guards. And sometimes he happens to be that guy that's in the corner and not involved in the action. And so there's just been a little bit of a mindset from our staff and from myself to continue to try to just incorporate him in our ATOs. It's just one extra possession that we can continue to see him touch the ball. And I just thought that today he was great on both ends of the floor. I think you saw somebody that was just more decisive, a little bit more aggressive, and he put his footprint on the game in both sides. So, really just happy and proud of him for continue to stick with it. It would have been easy for him to make excuses or to continue to just kind of get lost in the sauce. But he's just trying to find every way he can to help us impact winning and just continue to get better. We will continue to see what's up with him. It sounds like he came back to the court at the end of the game. I even put him in at the end of the game in one of the plays. And so we'll see how he feels in the morning. We'll continue to keep an eye on him, see what's up.
When you see a three-quarter court lob from LaMelo to Brandon, do you have that split second to marvel that play, or is it just mine right back on defense?
Probably right back on defense, and also just catch it. Sometimes actually when he throws it, I'm like, is somebody there? And then I just see Brandon flying through the air. Those two have such a great connection, and Melo just always has his head up, which is great. So it's a cool moment for them to be able to connect. And our, to your point, our defense leading to our offense makes me super excited. Thank you.